That's how I used to feel about life. Now let me tell you my story. I am a miracle of God. I am meant to be here. My mother, she was drug out of an abortion clinic. My mother beat me every single day of my life. When I was 6 or 7 years old, I would dial the operator to try and stop my mother from committing suicide. And then they would put her in an insane asylum where they would try and give her help, but she would do it over again. I would stay with my grandmother, but I didn't know why I was staying with her until I was older and could figure it out. When I was 12, I finally got the courage up to turn my mother into CPS. But then they didn't put me into a foster care home or a group home. They put me in jail with a bunch of adult women. And I stayed there for 3 months. And how did you do that to a 12-year-old? Well, they did. I was finally able to go to a foster home on Christmas Eve. And they fed me so well because my mother never fed me, really. I gained 40 pounds in 30 days. Yeah. And I spent about a year and a half there, and then from there I went to a group home. And there were boys and girls, and they had male house parent. The house parent raped me. And that's when the state decided that they would make regulations that only female would be with females and males would be with males. At 16, they found my birth certificate father. Long story. That's another story for another time. And they forced me to stay with him. But when I was 18, I found my real dad. I was really happy. At 18, I was dating a guy that decided that he could rape me. And I had to walk the railroad tracks for about 5 miles, barefooted, to my foster mom's house. sorry.
Victory in Jesus.
She drove me to the hospital, and the police came to the hospital, and they took the rape kit, and the policeman the police told me that I deserved to be raped because of the way I look. Well, from there, the police took the rape kit and took it back to the station and left it in his locker for 3 months. So the evidence was contaminated. Well, later I found out that the guy who raped me, his uncle was the town marshal, and that's why. Abuse was normal to me. I was with men who treated me poorly throughout the years. And then I discovered that the man I married happened to be a pedophile. I found disgusting evidence on his computer. I bagged it up and took it to the Hamilton County Sheriff's Department. I spoke with detectives for hours. They finally put him in prison, but not before the FBI, Homeland Security, and other agencies showed up to talk to me. I was terrified. Nine years ago, I suffered a massive heart attack, commonly referred to as a widowmaker. But I survived after being in a coma for 4 weeks. I woke up on my birthday. I began to drink heavily, a gallon of vodka every other day, for about 7 years. Somewhere among that 7 years, I developed pneumonia that led me to being in another coma. And then I had a stroke. The stroke was a wake-up call for me. The doctors told me, take another drink and you'll die. God was trying to get my attention. He's got my attention all right.
Victory.
In a big way. He has sustained me when they told me that I wouldn't live 6 months. It took me a while to realize the truth. I married my husband, Anthony, 7 years ago. We've been struggling financially, but he had had triple bypass as well. He's doing well. He went back to work 6 weeks after his triple bypass.
Amen.
Yeah.
Miracle.
But my friend, Carol Hibbs, I'm sure everybody knows her. She is the one that led me to this pantry. And then I found Lisa. And Lisa sponsored me to attend the Great Banquet. And let me tell you, that was life-changing. I came back with the desire to know God more And then I was baptized here at the farm.
Praise the Lord.
God has made everything better for me. It has made my relationships better with myself, my family, my friends. I'm not near as angry as I used to be.
Amen.
That's right, Mom. And I couldn't have done it without God, without any of you. And I want to say I am a miracle child of God.
Amen.
I can't see. I am meant to be here. My story isn't over. God has a purpose for me, and He will let me know, and He will tell you as well.
Amen.
And I love all of you with everlasting love.
And we love you.
Yes.